bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring out your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
Money bag, money bag, money bag. Make it like a money bag, money bag. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money bag, money bag, money bag. Money bag, money bag, money bag, yeah. Money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money bag, 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 money bag. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man in a tag. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, that straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, yeah. Money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money bag, 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 money bag. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you gon' your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. look like bridesmaids. And they all
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Garoppolo to throw on second down. To Barkley on the check down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Play action. Now Garoppolo. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A first down carry for Barkley. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Hey, come on. 11. 12.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but When you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to them, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down, here's Barkley. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey!
On 1st and 10, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Hey, Rocket! You! He's a skinny! Hey!
The first down throw here for Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Hey!
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, Rocket! Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, left.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Brooks Reed in there to get him 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go, here we go. 12. 11. 6.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking, what Big Al was thinking on draft night. Had to be so happy for his son, but they grew up watching Jets games, just sit together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo.
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, he wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-men. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Here we go. White. 13.
They go play action here on first down. To Decker over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
11.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Cooper's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from the first half. It's a first down. on play action. It's Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
By 20! By 80! 12!
Play action. Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And Ingram pulls it in. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It in and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, Delta! Hey, read 80!
Rivers now on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Yeah, Rocket. Hey, Delta! Block the tee! Come on. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, Rocket! Hey, go orange. Get hot!
First down, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Set. We're okay. We're okay.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Throwing, Rivers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So out come the Chargers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here we go. Ground.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Stay there. Stay there. Hurry up.
Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
The pass, Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Garoppolo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the intended target.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey! Here we go. Load it. Load it.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go.
Rivers on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Von Miller in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
One now, a little bit.
2nd down, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Rivers to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Back 80! 80! Here we go, hurry up! Hurry up! 37, Mike, 37. Don't say nothing.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. They find some open field here. Touchdown, 49ers. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a second down throw for Rivers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rivers from the gun on third down, and he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Garoppolo now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
11.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here you go, man. Wait! Hurry up!
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Cluster right. Buffalo walk.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
White! Hey! Keep it skinny! Hey, go orange. Orange.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's able to get it back to the 30.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go. 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
13. 12, fellas, here we go. 6. 12.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds Coleman. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and run through Barkley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
21. 11.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And shouting through the tackle. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, Unfamiliar city, obviously. Unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it. All those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
They did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for the 49ers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.